Slovenia is the only country in the world that has the word love hidden in its name. Nestled at the crossroads of the Mediterranean, the Alps, and the Pannonian Basin, this small nation is often called Europe in miniature. For those living in the United States, imagine combining the jagged peaks of Glacier National Park with the turquoise waters of the Caribbean and the rolling vineyards of Napa Valley. All within a space smaller than New Jersey. Most travelers fly right over it on their way to Italy or Austria, completely unaware that they are missing the greenest heart of the continent. Slovenia is a place where you can ski in the morning and dip your toes in the Adriatic Sea by sunset. It is a land of emerald rivers, mysterious caves, and fairy tale castles that looked like they were pulled straight from a Disney storyboard. In this journey, we are going to explore why this silent neighbor of the Alps has become the ultimate destination for those seeking silence, adventure, and raw natural beauty. The capital city, Ljubljana, is often described as a living room for its citizens. The name itself translates closely to the beloved. Unlike the chaotic, car-choked capitals of Western Europe, the center of Ljubljana is a pedestrian paradise. The soul of the city is the Ljubljana River, lined with outdoor cafes and unique bridges. The most famous is the Triple Bridge, a masterpiece by the architect Joze Plecnik. He is to Slovenia what Frank Lloyd Wright is to America. High above the city sits the Ljubljana Castle, a fortress that has guarded these lands for centuries. From the ramparts, you can see clear across the rooftops to the snowy peaks of the Alps on the horizon. The vibe here is relaxed and sophisticated. You will not find massive skyscrapers or grimy subways. Instead, you find open-air markets selling local honey, artisanal dragon-themed crafts, and a culture that values the slow life. It is a city that feels like a village, where everyone seems to know their neighbor. And the air smells of fresh roasted coffee and linden trees. If you have ever seen a postcard of Slovenia, it was likely Lake Bled. It is the definition of a fairy tale. In the middle of a glacial blue lake sits a tiny island with a 17th century church. Local legend says that if you ring the church bell, your wishes will come true. To get there, you ride in a platna, a traditional wooden boat operated by a single rower. A profession handed down through generations. Just above the lake, a medieval castle clings to a sheer cliff, offering the best view in the country. But for those who find Bled too crowded, Lake Bohinj is the raw, wild alternative. Located just a short drive away within the Triglav National Park, Bohinj is larger, deeper, and much more mysterious. It is surrounded by the high walls of the Julian Alps. This is where the locals go to hike, kayak, and find true solitude. The water is so clear you can see trout swimming 10 feet below the surface. If you are enjoying this look at Europe's best-kept secret, hit the like button right now. It helps our expedition reach more travelers just like you. Deep in the heart of the Julian Alps flows the Soca River, often called the Emerald Beauty. It is one of the few rivers in the world that maintains a distinct turquoise or emerald green color for its entire length. The water is crystal clear but ice cold, originating from the karst springs of the mountains. This valley is the adventure capital of Slovenia. People come from all over the world for whitewater rafting, canyoning, and paragliding. But the valley also carries a heavy history. During World War I, this was the site of the Isonzo Front, one of the bloodiest mountain battles in human history. Ernest Hemingway actually based his famous novel, A Farewell to Arms, on the events that took place in these very mountains. Today, the trenches and fortifications remain as a silent museum under the open sky, contrasting the peaceful beauty of the river with the scars of the past. Slovenia is a land of two worlds. The one above ground, and the massive labyrinth below. The country sits on karst topography, a term that actually originated here. There are over 10,000 caves in Slovenia. The most famous is Pastajna Cave, which features the world's only double-track underground railway. You board a small train that whisks you miles into the earth, through halls filled with massive stalagmites and stalagmites that have been forming for millions of years. Deep inside, you might meet the alm, a strange, blind salamander often called the human fish or a baby dragon. If Pistonia is a palace, Skocian caves are a canyon from a fantasy novel. Skocian is a UNESCO World Heritage Site featuring a massive underground river, standing on a bridge 100 feet above a roaring underground river in total darkness is an experience that rivals any Grand Canyon vista. To finish our journey, we head south to the short but stunning coastline. Slovenia only has about 29 miles of coast, but it makes the most of it. The crown jewel is Piran, a Venetian-style town that sits on a narrow peninsula jutting into the Adriatic Sea. With its narrow orange-roofed houses and marble squares, it feels more like Italy than Central Europe. The air here is salty and warm, a complete contrast to the snowy peaks we started with. Slovenia is a country that proves size isn't everything. It is a place that has protected its nature, its history, and its soul. From the dragons of Ljubljana to the salt pans of Seclovia, it remains a destination for the curious traveler. Thank you for exploring the world with us. If you want to see more deep dives into the world's most fascinating places, make sure to subscribe to Expedition Atlas and turn on notifications. The world is huge, and we are just getting started.